Welcome back to another god-awful video. This episode of 4 Infants will be covering the Japanese-made A6M UFO series in general, and the A6M3 in specific. The low-tier Japanese fighter tree is arguably the easiest to play in the game, as you can play like a retard and still rape everyone, including the dirty fucking yak players and the bitch-ass Spitfire pilots. The most rewarding thing about flying the A6M series, and the most clubby variant, the A6M3, is that you can watch as dumbass players try to outturn you. When this happens, you will promptly slap them with your 36-foot-long garden hose penis to assert your dominance. It is a nice change from being a mainly German high-tier pilot, to actually be able to turn. But there are some downsides to the A6M series, otherwise all the stupid ass people who can't fly their planes properly would come and fly the Ryazans. These downsides include, but are not limited to, no fucking ammo, weak armament, low top speed in level flight, no armor at all, and by far the most severe issue, it cannot handle any fucking damage at all. Seriously, if you are hit in only one wing, and the damage is orange or worse, you will have a 95% chance of crashing. If you somehow survive, you will have to spend the rest of your life praising the Emperor for blessing you. There are also some things that are neither good nor bad, just things you should be aware of, such as the slightly below average roll rate, which can be sped up by the application of your udder. You also have an average climb rate, and the A6M series, like all Japanese planes, have a somewhat expensive repair cost for no fucking reason other than for balance. It should also be noted that most teams you will be placed on will be populated with dirty fucking weeaboos. You should act against these gay nerds with extreme prejudice. What I mean by this is that you have to call their waifu shit. It may seem like these planes are bad, after going over the downsides, which are very noticeable, but there are some incredible properties that these planes possess. For example, you can literally outturn everything in the game, including the fucking I-153, which is powered by Stalin's hatred for capitalists. I cannot emphasize how damn good the turn rate is on these planes. You can sexually harass every Spitfire in the game with ease.
In some instances, the harassment may be verbal.
Word around the office is you've got a fat cock.
Yes, I do.
I've got a fat cock too.
To the degree that you will sometimes overturn significantly, the Ryazans also generally have good acceleration, and an incredibly low stall speed, so hammerheads are a maneuver that you will be often performing. Despite the low weight, the planes of the A6M series are made out of glorious Nippon steel, folded over 10,000 times, meaning that you cannot rip in a turn. You also have a surprisingly high top speed before you rip in a dive for the same reason. When researching modifications, the weaponry line is generally useless, so just grab everything in flight performance and survivability to get that extra turn rate, climb rate, and speed. The belts are also pretty fucking garbage, differing little from the stock belts. However, if you have an autistic fetish for belts, get universal for your 7.7 airsoft guns, and ground targets for your glorious 20mm cannons. Armed with this knowledge, you can go and fuck some autistic allied pilots up, and continue raping and pillaging China and the East Pacific for the Emperor.
What is this?